It's decisions for Theo Boltman as they search for the right outfit.
I think that would look really nice with your skin tone as well.
It would. I'm into it.
Right.
We have my formal on April 7th, and it's a very big thing at my school, so especially for the girls and non-binary pals to find really cute outfits.
Yeah, I like it. I think the colour goes...
The 16-year-old's mum, Pia, has come along to help.
It's very empowering for Theo, and it gives me incredible amount of pride and excitement.
It's been a whirlwind 12 months for Theo as their trans non-binary identity has come to fruition.
My bar mitzvah was really challenging for me. It was meant to be such a celebration that you're becoming an adult, but more specifically, you're becoming a man. I had already come out as gay when I was 13. I think things really shifted in about January of 2021, and then I kind of realised that I can't keep changing my mind and conflicting myself with my body my entire life. So I just decided to jump off the diving board and come out.
Students like Theo were caught up in last week's chaotic debate in Parliament on the Morrison government's religious discrimination bill. The bill's now been shelved until after the election, after moderate Liberal MPs rebelled over the lack of protection for transgender students from being discriminated against by religious schools. The government's amendments would have protected sexual orientation, but not gender identity.
The tone of the debate is in no way acknowledging how hard emotionally this is for trans teenagers, and it's just really shocking and difficult to watch.
Theo goes to a progressive Jewish school in Melbourne that welcomes trans students.
We're a school that's aligned with some strong core values, which are inclusivity, egalitarianism, social justice. We have around about half a dozen transgender students.
The principal of the King David School, Mark Light, says the school allows students to wear pants, skirts or shorts and has changed its use of gendered language around the school.
Historically, teachers would intermittently refer to a class as boys and girls, and we would refrain from using that language exclusively to say we would talk about students. Here we've got our male bathrooms, our female bathrooms, and we've also installed an all-gender bathroom to ensure there's access for everybody.
And while some have argued such practicalities are complex, Principal Light disagrees.
Was it a complicated process for you?
It's not complicated. It's just about making access for everybody and making everybody feel included. It bemuses me that this is a controversial topic. It's not a controversial thing to be including all our students and to try and make space for every unique individual.
Theologically, though, where do transgender students fit in Judaism?
There is a spectrum of Jewish belief and practice, from the progressive through to the ultra-Orthodox. I'm deeply uncomfortable that there is debate around this topic because I don't think people's identity should be up for debate.
Over at Wesley College, a statue of Robert Menzies as a past pupil watches over a school that's vastly changed since his time. In the Uniting Church School's chapel, rainbow candles have been lit to show support for LGBTI students.
We're all God's children and everybody needs to be equally accepted and supported.
Throughout his teaching career, Nick Evans has supported LGBTI students and now, as principal at Wesley, is drafting a policy to formalise the school's position.
We have the advantage of having both boys and girls, which means it's easier for us to be non-binary. Admissions forms only have boy and girl. Well, we're going to change that. That'll be changed immediately. Last year, we changed our uniform policy to reflect non-gendered language because we felt that was the right thing to do. It's really saying that we respect the right of Wesley College students to choose to be any gender or non-binary, and that we will respect that.
Is there a place for trans students in religious schools?
Well, there certainly is in this one.
While the Attorney-General says single-sex schools may not be adequately equipped for the opposite sex, some single-sex schools have already embraced transgender students. Last year, Melbourne's Xavier Boys College revealed a Year 12 student had transitioned to female. The school's principal and rector writing to parents, "We affirm her in her decision. We welcome the opportunity of companioning her through this challenging and emotional time in her life." And Melbourne Grammar School, whose headmaster told 730, any form of discrimination towards those with LGBTQIA+ backgrounds is offensive, unacceptable, and has no place whatsoever in any school or in our society.
As it stands, it means that if you are LGBTIQ plus, you could be expelled just for that reason, for something that you have absolutely no control over, that you're born with. And the Commonwealth law will not protect you.
As the government refocuses on the election, it's left both sides frustrated. The Australian Christian Lobby has withdrawn its support for the bill, while Christian Schools Australia says schools are now left with uncertainty.
No one wants young people excluded simply on the basis of their sexual orientation or gender identity. That's clear. But what we do need is the ability as faith-based schools to be able to teach what we believe, to be able to ensure that our schools can operate in accordance with those beliefs. Or we'd like whoever wins government after the election to deal with this bill properly, sensibly.
Back in Melbourne, Theo's transformation continues, but amid the tension of an unresolved debate.
It makes me so sad that any kid right today was sitting in school worried that their principal might come collect them and expel them. Makes me so sad.
Thank you so much for letting me try these on.
They are who they are, and they have every right to be sitting in that classroom as any other kid.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.